The first snapshot for Minecraft 1.20, the Trails and Tales update is here, bringing Sniffer Eggs, a new type of Skulk sensor, new archaeology sites, a new type of plant, new armor trims, and much more. There is a lot to cover on this snapshot, so let's get straight to it. Starting with archaeology, a new block called Suspicious Gravel has been added, and it behaves in the same way as Suspicious Sand, meaning that you can dust it with your brush. This block can be found in underwater ruins in cold oceans, as you can see over here. It actually looks quite a lot like regular gravel, and just like the Suspicious Sand, it hides treasures inside it. Let's see what we get. There we go, Horner pottery shard, very nice. Warm ocean ruins now have Suspicious Sand, and this is special because over here is where you'll be able to find Sniffer Eggs. I didn't get lucky this time. Let's try this one. A pottery shard, a wooden hoe, another pottery shard, and in that regard 16 new pottery shards have been added to the game, amounting to a total of 20 now. I couldn't find a Sniffer Egg, so we'll talk about it later. Also related to archaeology, a new structure has been added to the game called the Trail Ruins. But this one seems to be completely buried. And apparently they are supposed to be buried since you are going to excavate into them and use your brush. I swapped to a creative world so we could take a look at this structure better. And as you can see, it's quite big. It contains a wide variety of blocks like mud bricks and some glazed terracotta. And yes, it also contains a lot of suspicious sand. Let's see what we get. Hanging sign. A new smithing template. This actually brings us to our next topic. 5 new types of smithing templates and armor trims have been added to the game. The first 4 can be found at this new structure, the Trail Ruins, and they are called Wayfinder, Racer, Shaper, and Host. These 4 new trims can be duplicated by adding the smithing template, 7 diamonds, and terracotta. So once you get your first one, you can make more. And the last type of smithing template has been added to the ancient cities, and it's called the Silence Armor Trim. It looks amazing, and this new armor trim can be duplicated by using diamonds and cobble deep slate. Signs also got an update on this snapshot. All sign types can now be edited by using them and typing whatever text you want. As you can see, this one says nothing, and if we use it again, we can type whatever we want. There you go, you won't have to break the signs and replace them now. Small quality of life upgrade, but a very welcome one. But that is not the only new feature for signs, since now both sides can have a different text. As you can see over here, you can put text on both sides of the sign, and this also works for hanging signs. The final feature for signs that has been added is that if you use a honeycomb on them, they become waxed, and now you can no longer edit them. You'll be safe from trolls in your server. Moving into Sniffer news, a new item, the Sniffer Egg, has been added to the game. It can be obtained in suspicious sand of warm ocean ruins, and it looks really big. This egg will take around 20 minutes to hatch unless it is planted on top of moss, in which case it will take only 10 minutes. Sniffers also got another update because now, apart from digging up torch flower seeds, they can also dig up a new item, the pitcher pod. This pitcher pod can be planted on farmland, and it has 5 stages of growth. They all look quite interesting, as you can see. And once it's fully grown, it can be harvested, giving you the pitcher plant item. This item can be used for decoration, and it looks quite nice. Sadly, it cannot be placed on flower pots. Oh well. And lastly, the Calibrated Sculk sensor. This new type of sensor allows you to filter vibrations depending on their frequency level. This is the redstone power they output when you place a comparator right next to them after they detect the sound. They can't be found naturally and can only be crafted by using 1 Skulk sensor and 3 amethyst shards. As you can see over here, one of its sides is marked with amethyst, and by inputting a redstone signal to this side, it will allow you to filter vibrations of that frequency level. For example, setting a lecture with a book on its first page and putting a comparator out to it will output a signal of level 1, which corresponds with stepping. As you can see, when I move to each side, both the regular sensor and the calibrated one respond to my vibrations. But if instead of walking I jump, only the one on the left will react. Another new feature feature has been introduced to amethyst blocks and Skulk sensors. If you place an amethyst block right next to one of the Skulk sensors, it will trigger vibration resonance. This means that the amethyst block will reproduce the same sound signal that it got from the Skulk, meaning that if the first Skulk picks up a walking signal, the amethyst will reproduce the sound to the next one, and this one to the next one, and this one to the other, allowing you to easily send filter signals in long distances. These changes are really useful for using Skulk in your contraptions. There have also been a lot of technical changes related to vibration frequencies. They have all been tweaked. If you want to read more about this, I'll leave a link to the changelog in the description. I accidentally duped the rarest item in Minecraft. Check it out on this video. My name is Bruno and I am out. Goodbye.